I was fired from a TV show because I wouldn't do a kissing sex scene. They said they needed me to do it for the ratings, but the show, we're on the first episode of the show, and it wasn't going to be on the air for another several months. I was like, what do you mean? And I told them up front, this is something I'm not comfortable doing, and I just don't want to do it. They said, you have to do it or we're going to fire you. I'm like, well, I'm not going to do it. So they fired me.
Yellowstone star Neal McDonough stunned Hollywood by refusing to kiss his co-stars and claims he paid a steep price. Did Hollywood really blacklist him? McDonough, a devout Catholic and father of 5, insisted on contract clauses banning any on-screen sex or kisses. In April 2010, he was suddenly fired from ABC's new series Scoundrels after 3 days of shooting. ABC blandly called it a casting change, but reports said it was over his refusal to film a heated love scene. His decision hit his wallet hard. Deadline's Nikki Finke noted McDonough could lose as much as $1 million in paydays. He told Closer Weekly it was a horrible situation. Suddenly, everyone viewed him as a religious zealot, and for a few years, he couldn't get a job. McDonough says Hollywood completely turned on him. When I wouldn't do it, they wouldn't let me be part of the show anymore, he recalled. The impact. For 2 years, I couldn't get a job and I lost everything you could possibly imagine, not just money but my swagger, my identity, an actor. For 2 years, I lost everything you could possibly imagine. During this lull, he largely vanished from Hollywood headlines. He did still book occasional gigs, notably playing villains in Justified, Suits, Arrow, and Yellowstone, but no major leading roles. By 2016, he was openly discussing his stance. I won't use God's name in vain and I won't kiss another woman on screen, he told Christian Examiner. He credited faith and family, even calling his path a moral stand that cost him roles. As work slowly returned, McDonough carved out a niche. These are characters I've always wanted to play, but never had the opportunity because I won't do sex scenes, he said in 2022. In other words, he became Hollywood's go-to villain. I had to play the villain, he laughed. He also started producing independent films, the Boone/Redstone series, where faith-friendly romance was by design. In 2023-25, McDonough revisited the story in media interviews. On the podcast Nothing Left Unsaid, he bluntly said Hollywood just completely turned on me. Consequence.net reports he confirmed his contract was his own choice. I'd always had in my contracts I wouldn't kiss another woman on screen, and added, they couldn't understand. It completely turned on me. He's even joked that finally, in 2025's film The Last Rodeo, he gave Hollywood what it wanted. A kiss, by having his wife play his on-screen wife. Key roles lost or recast. Scoundrels, 2010, fired and replaced, $1 million salary gone. Desperate Housewives, he skipped kissing scenes but kept the part. Boontown, other series, similarly avoided intimacy. Essentially, his personal rule meant studios would only hire him for parts that didn't require romance. In 2010, Deadline summed up, "You can't help but admire McDonough for sticking to his beliefs even at great cost." So, did Hollywood really give up on McDonough? The answer is mixed. He says he was blackballed for years, and certainly he suffered a multi-year drought. But in reality, he kept working and even landed major gigs, Marvel's Captain America, Band of Brothers once. It might be fairer to say McDonough gave Hollywood a rule it struggled to accept. Other actors pointed out he set a firm boundary. Hollywood simply cast him in roles that fit his limits. In his words, "My career has been phenomenal ever since he stood his ground." Neal McDonough's story is one of principle and consequence. He refused Hollywood's script, stuck to his values, and yes, said he lost everything for it. But he ultimately found a way forward.